and Evaluation Coordinator Interview Questions. Hi, welcome to this short tutorial. If you've been called for an interview as M&E Coordinator, congratulations to you. I present to you 5 common questions that are asked by recruiters. The first, tell us about yourself. Number 2, what do you know about our organization? Number 3, your experience in managing people. Number 4, run the steps in setting up an M&E system. And number 5, your salary expectations. In this video, we will cover number 1 to number 3, and then look for our part 2. 1, tell us a bit about yourself. Recruiters simply want to know your professional experience that makes you qualified for the job. They want to know about your qualifications for the job too. So don't spend too much time explaining about your personal life. Focus on what is relevant. Number 2, have you done research about the organization you applied for? Well, you should, because many times recruiters will ask what you know about them because this shows that you are genuinely interested to work for them. Number 3, your experience in managing people. As an M&E coordinator, you will be required to take the lead in multi-million-dollar M&E interventions. You have to demonstrate that you are fit for the job. That's all the time I had today. Thanks a lot, folks. Be sure to access the free monitoring and evaluation training in the link below. See you on the other side. If you've been called for an interview as M&E coordinator, congratulations to you once again. In the previous video, we looked at 3 common interview questions that a panel of interviewers will ask you. Today, we will look at the rest of the 2, namely 1, steps in setting up an M&E system, and 2, your salary expectations. When asked the steps of setting up an M&E system, they simply want to measure your technical expertise. The panel wants to understand how you deal with data collection, processing, and report writing. How do you even select the data to collect? How much do you invest in this system, and what personnel do you need? These are all things to explain to them. On the question of salary, it is always a good idea to research on how much that organization usually pays its staff. Salary expectations is tricky business. You have to strike a balance. As a rule of thumb, mention a salary that is better than your previous salary, but with a 30% increase. That's all the time that I had. Thanks a lot, folks. Please be sure to access the free monitoring and evaluation training in the link below. See you on the other side.
Hi guys, welcome to M&E Made Simple, which is a YouTube channel explicitly designed to take care of all your M&E needs, but in a simple way. Today we're going to be looking at monitoring and evaluation interview. Now, you see folks, monitoring and evaluation is a very critical component in every organization that is implementing big projects. And I'm not just saying this because I'm experienced in this field, but I want to let you know that when recruiters are looking for M&E officers, it is big business. So if you are lucky to get called for an M&E interview, please make sure you give it your best shot. And this goes the same with any other job you are attending, but especially for M&E officers, you need to give it your best. Now, what are we trying to answer here? When you're called for an interview, if you look at this picture, just look at the faces of all these people here. What do you see there? What do you see on their faces, guys? If I zoom a bit closer, you actually notice that these are people who are trying to get to know you. You see, when recruiters are employing, they want to make sure they're employing the best. And how do they know that? It's only by looking straight in the eyes of the person who's come to work for them. So if you look at them, they are not trying to look at you in an intimidating way so as to scare you. No, but they just want to get to know you, and they don't want to get to know irrelevant stuff. They want to know things related to the job. So when they ask you, tell us a bit about yourself, Don't start telling them, no, I was born on this date, my name is blah, 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 I have so many kids. All that doesn't work for them. They're interested in getting to know your work experience in relation to monitoring and evaluation. Now, I attended an interview. I've attended, okay, I'm not trying to brag, okay, but my success rate in attending interviews has been quite high. Okay, anyway, maybe I could be bragging, but that's just the way it is. I have attended a total of, okay, let me not lie, but this is the truth. 3 interviews, and out of all those 3 interviews, I was given an offer, which I turned down due to some reasons, personal reasons. But you see, what one thing I learned is that you can pull this off if you do it right. So there are 3 things I want to tell you should do. Number 1, be confident. You know, imagine you're leading a team of people. They don't want somebody who is sad, who doesn't have that energy. They want someone who's self-driven, self-motivated. So when you're telling people that you can do the job, you should be confident in your own capacity. Number 2, when they ask about M&D related questions, answer them in a technical way. Okay, don't bring in things that are your own opinions. Make sure that M&D is a practice that should be taken in an academic way. A lot of times, and this is where the problem is, a lot of time people think that M&D can be done by anybody. Even the CEO can wake up one morning, just say to himself, now I'm going to do the M&D of this project. No, that doesn't work like that. It's a technical subject. So you have to demonstrate to them that you know your stuff. When they ask you what is an indicator, don't say I think, don't say no, for example. Of course you can give examples, but answer it as the way it is. And then if they're running projects in that organization, you can tell them that, no, you see, I just noticed from your profile, these are the kind of projects you're doing. So I get the feeling that when I join your organization, or if I'm given an opportunity, those indicators, I'll develop them in such a way that it will capture your main objectives. Finally, the third thing in winning an interview, the third thing, okay, is interpersonal skills. You know what? Why do you think that the guys who are geniuses at university, when you go to sometimes when you look at them today, they are not doing as good as you thought they should be doing when they were doing so well at school? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They were doing so well at school, but you'd expect them to be really doing fine in society. Why is it that? It could be that their interpersonal skills are not good. And when I say interpersonal skills, I'm talking about the way you relate to others. You can be a brainy guy, but if you go into a job environment and you're a bossy, you're a kind of rude person, you don't know how to socialize with others, you won't be gaining ground. So people, when they call you for an interview, they want to see whether you are somebody they can work with in an organization. It's not just about you getting to know that you're good at something, no, but can you work together? Can you relate with others? So you see, if you look at the face of this, oh, she's kind of beautiful. Yeah, if you look at her face, she's looking at this guy and she wants to know whether he's a guy we can work with, whether he's friendly. Same with this guy. He's serious, but you'll be surprised. He's also looking for the same thing. So really, guys, M&E interviews, monitoring and evaluation interviews are just like any other interviews, except you need to know these 3 things. Get to improve your interpersonal skills, be technical, and also, what was the first one? What was the first one? Anyway, I've forgotten, but if you were listening to this video, you can rewind it and you find that it all makes perfect sense. So I've been your host, Coach Alexander, and I hope you enjoyed this short video monitoring and evaluation interviews. I hope you can join me again, subscribe to this channel, and see you on the other side.
Hi there everyone, welcome to M&E Made Simple, your rich resource of anything you need in monitoring and evaluation. Since August 2016, when this company just began, it has grown a fan base to close to 2,000 subscribers. And that's not all. It continuously receives a lot of positive reviews, all because of you, the fans. A special thanks to all the fans out there, and for any good ideas on how to grow this channel, please send all your ideas in the email below. See you on the other side. Bye!